Howdy y'all, hope you're all doing good. Not doing too bad. Woke up in my chair and just, I'm wide awake now. It's pretty late here, it's, I think it's around 2 o'clock, almost. Yeah, so I got some rest in. All good though. Um, did get something in the mail today. Finally. It's been since, early December. I won this auction off eBay, right? 16 bucks. And I got myself a double bit. I did a little bit of work on it already because I couldn't help myself. But I did round out the edges. They were pretty out of whack. I might do a little bit more here, but we're gonna do a nice little restoration. It's no name. It's just stamped C1. But it's a nice little double bit. Pretty heavy. You know, probably about 4 pounds, 4.5, roughly. It's a little heavier than I thought it was gonna be. But it's a good size. It's got a decent profile. Definitely, whoever had it last didn't know what they were doing when they were going to sharpen. Lack of knowledge. That's alright though. It happens. Sometimes you just need to be taught. No big deal. But we'll get done. Get it fixed. I got a handle, I ordered for a Killinger handle for it. And ordered that a little while back too. So I'm assuming that's going to take a little bit to get here as well. But it's slowly but getting my stuff back that I've ordered in the past, and it's coming along. We're just starting to get a little bit of heat out here. My fire died, but it's cooking. It's cooking. But anyway, whole reason I want out here, I have my cylinder here and the new piston for the Homelite, and I put the timing wheel on there, degree wheel, and I already went over with rechecked some of my numbers, which after putting the new piston in, and it is spot on, right where I want it. I've talked to Tin Man about this one as well, and him and I both came up with pretty close to the same numbers. They're actually pretty exact. Great minds think alike, I guess. So, like I said, Homelites are new to me. I never done anything on the Homelites, except for like general repair. These older Homelites, they're new. They're new to me. So so our exhaust opened up at 110 after top dead. So I went ahead and I haven't checked the squish on this new piston head or new piston yet, but I'm sure it has improved. The piston is definitely a better aftermarket piston. But I did raise the exhaust. We did both agreed on 104, 102 after top dead center. So it already went to 104, right on the money. I couldn't be happier with this. It turned out very well. So should be pretty well set. Now I did polish the exhaust and the transfers and all that, and I opened those up. So we're definitely gonna get a lot more out of this. So I'm gonna go ahead disassemble this. I want to get the and clean up the cylinder some. I got in the mail, yeah, I believe yesterday, a set of, these are rubber, so they're very fine cut rubber bits that I put on, and I did find my pneumatic, what you call it? Yeah, this thing. And kind of cleaned it up. I won this in an auction a long time ago, and I just did a little bit of work, cleaned it up, fixed it, got it working. So as you see, I've already touched a little bit on the rubber. These work very good if you want take not as aggressive, smoothing out all your metal, your exhaust work. So I'm very happy with the rubber grit stuff. I don't know what exactly you call these things, but yeah, they work very good. I found them on Amazon, a whole kit for $20, I think. It's pretty cheap. I mean, you get all kinds of different sizes. You get the tip, or the cone shaped, and round shaped as well. They work very good. If you want to take up just a little bit, level out all your work, those work great. So, I'll bring you back. I'll take the couple bolts that are on here, take the degree wheel off, and work a little bit on that cylinder, smooth it out a little bit more. I'd like to see that exhaust perfectly smooth, less chance of carbon buildup, even though I believe that my fuel oil mixture is pretty spot on. At least I try to be. This one might be a little different. Like I said, I don't do a whole lot of Homelites, especially the older ones. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I know I'm crouching. Yeah, I could have backed you. There we go. So I'll bring you right back. I'll take a couple nuts off of that cylinder and get that pulled off, and show you the new piston. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I want to show you. I went through and cleaned everything so it's nice and polished and shiny. Well, not really polished, but I cleaned it up with a Scotch-Brite. So it's pretty well cleaned up. Not too bad. Even though you won't see it, I like it. Still, I like it cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead, pull this cylinder off here. Got a little bit of oil going all over the place, but that's alright. So the new cylinder, it's got a little more of a dome to it. The top of the piston comes out to a point. It's hard to see. It's very slight, but it comes out to a point. Unlike the old one, the top is a lot flatter. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, they kind of look the same in the video, but trust me, there's a little more of a dome to it, which is good. That's where we'll get more compression out of it. So I'm happy. So that's pretty good. I see what Tin Man was talking about. Their little circlips for the rod and the piston there. They're not the greatest. I'm not a big fan of them, but we'll see how it goes. He said he had one that come out and blew his saw up, which I could see. I could see that happening. They've been known to do that, but yeah, I double checked, rechecked, and make sure they won't have no issues on that. Hopefully. Alright, so we'll set this off to the side. So I got a few more things coming for the powder coating of this whole Homelite situation, which is good because I wanted to flatten out a few things that where the decals are going on it back on, and I wanted to flatten out, so I had to order a little thing of special filler, body filler type stuff that is meant for in the oven, so it meant for that heat. Get a rag here, clean some of this oil out, and I ordered some yellow. I think I found the right yellow that I want to restore some of these McCullochs. So I got some yellow coming. I got a couple pounds of that coming. So there's a lot of saws of my own that I want to do, not just make pixels. So that should be good. Which I just talked to him. He's doing pretty good. I think he said he's heading to bed finally. Now here I'm just waking up. So let's give this another little run. I just barely touched it earlier, but should be all right. So yes, these work very well in smoothing out all your little rough work. Very well. They're very slight. So slight that I'll probably be here a little bit working on it, but that's good. That's good because I don't want to take a whole lot off. I'm just wanting to smooth out a few things on here. So yes, I'm very pleased with this. I've used these before, but it's been so long I couldn't remember. But yes, they work very well, especially in this situation. And this little pneumatic pencil grinder works excellent. I think this is a Harbor Freight one. I don't know if y'all have Harbor Freight around here, but I believe. But I just happen to actually no, maybe it's a CH. Whatever company that is. But it works excellent. I put a little bit of oil in there so it'll work a little better. Working pretty good. But yeah, I just want to smooth out a little bit more. After polishing, it wasn't as smooth as I wanted it. Yeah, that works pretty good. Not too bad. So I'll end up going back through and with some of the wool tips and going back through and polishing it again. I have a little bit of compound as well as I like to use the Mother's aluminum polish. That works very well. It kind of puts a little, it feels like it puts a little bit of a coating on it, which it don't, but it puts a little bit of a nice smooth, it feels like coating, nice real smooth surface, which is good for the exhaust port because you don't want carbon buildup. Scratch your piston, scratch your cylinder, and yeah, it turns into a big mess. Could blow your saw. Do a lot of damage. So, I think that's pretty good. I gotta find my little round diamond bit. And I'm going to round those corners, those edges off real well. I'm also going to take the piston and I'm going to take a little bit of fine sandpaper, like super fine, probably 600, 800 sandpaper, grit sandpaper, and cut all the edges off on the piston. So we're going to round all those edges off. So got no sharp edges. I think you're all still there. I can't see. And I will go through the piston with y'all as well, rounding those edges out. Close my vise up here. So yeah, that smoothed everything out really well. The rubber tends to, it used up a little bit faster, which is alright, but it works. That's the key. It works. Alright, and then I gotta clean that up again after I get done polishing. So I am going to disconnect from the air hose here. And I will be right back. I'm going to grab some sandpaper and get the piston off the crank there. And I'll be right back. Alright. So I found all that. Found some paper. I couldn't find 600 or 800, but surprisingly, must be out. Must have used on something. But I did find 1500, which it's a little finer. It'll take me a little bit longer, but that's alright. So basically, what we're going around is the edge, all these edges. This is a machined part. So, we're just going to take it round that edge out. And you'll get a feel for it. Just run your finger across. Run a fingernail over. If you're catching, then you want to knock it down. I think 1500 might be a little too much. Too less, I should say. Slowly getting heat back up in here. It's cooking, but not fast enough. Well, 1500 is not too bad, but yeah, just go over it, smooth that edge out. You're not gonna hurt it none. I got a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, just smooth it out. Be all good. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. The idea of this is so you don't catch none of the edges in your cylinder. Even though you smooth those out too, you want to smooth out your piston as well. So a little bit of piston and cylinder work, be all good. Yep. Got a little bit of a different color here, blue or purple. Some kind of paint I was using in here. And now also the edge as well on the bottom of the skirt. That's important too. Don't want to catch no edges. When you catch the edges, sometimes your piston will hit that. It could stop it. It'll score it, but it could stop it, blow your saw as well. So a couple precautions taken there. Yeah, I've seen it happen. Yep. The fun stuff of the job. Sanding. That's what I've been doing all day. Been doing a lot of body work at work. I work here and I hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing pretty decent. We have 26 minutes. Probably fast forward in some of that grinding or smoothing I was doing with the pencil grinder. Come back on some of that time. I'm getting pretty decent at all this video thing here. A lot better than my first one. My first one, I haven't seen that. Woo. Yeah, I'm getting better. I got the equipment, stands, people to help me. That's real nice. There we go. So, a little bit more edge on that skirt there, but the top's good. Yeah, once we get this Homelite done, get it running, tuned, we'll get some video footage of that, of course. Then we're going to start on Mr. Pixel's 1010. And we get it out to him as soon as possible. I'm sure he's anxious, dying to get it running. There we go. There we go. for me, I do a lot of body work, and I do a lot of things by hand, especially feel for like low and high spots when you're doing body work. A lot of times, like right now, I'm looking at you. As I'm feeling this, I can't look at what I'm feeling. It throws me off. Sometimes I'll close my eyes and I'll run my hand. So I got one more little spot there. I'm gonna go through it again. Oh yeah. Alright. So guess what? That piston is done, it's ready. I'm gonna get all this stuff put together. I'm excited. Yeah. Oh, I do have a part to show y'all. That one part I was missing. One part I was missing, and I have a little bit of a clip show you all this. This part here, the body. Very excited. Turned out very well. Turned out better than my other parts, believe it or not. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And I went through and plugged up all the holes. I taped off the flat mating surfaces on the back and the tank in there and all that. Very pleased with it. Very, very pleased with it. So guess what? We can start putting stuff together. This is the exciting part. Now all the work's done. The cylinder, the port work, piston's ready. We got most of the pieces powder coated. There's some of the outer covers that need to be done, but don't need to be done right away. We can get the majority of the saw cleaned up. We have some brass pieces for the oiler we have to clean up, and we can install. We clean them up as we're installing. So looks like we're on our way to putting it back together. Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited. Ready for it. So yes, we got most of the pieces, all the major pieces that we need to put it together. It's all done, all powder coated, ready to go. So, yeah, that was so that's my video for the night, day, or whatever it is in your part of the world. I hope you're all doing well. I don't need that. So, I guess we're on our way to get it all put together, and then we also have a little head restoration to do. That's going to be put off to the side for a little bit, because I got to get some dogs made up for Mr. Tasman, myself, and Nick Pixel's saw there. So I have 3 dogs to get made up. They're all ready to go. I'll first get Tasman's done. Decals, they're coming, fellas. I'm getting them done and sent out as fast as I can. So once I get these done, I'll send Mr. Tasman. Mr. Taz, I'll get those out to you, buddy. So, all right, well, I will see you all in the next video, I suppose. Yeah, I got a little bit of heat left. I'm not putting any more wood in. I'm just gonna finish up what I'm doing here and head in for the night and start all over. So, I hope you all doing good. Be safe, be kind, and please spread the love. I'll see you all in the next video.